Most of the limits you feel around money right now are not out there in the world. They're not in the economy, in your job, or in your past. They're inside your mind, inside your vibration, inside the way you learn to think about abundance. And until you see this clearly, you keep thinking the problem is money, when in fact the problem is the programming that runs silently inside you every day. Let me ask you something. When you think about money, what's the first feeling that hits your chest? Is it trust or tension? Expansion or fear? Opportunity or danger? That sensation is your vibration. That is your inner frequency. And it's from that frequency that you make decisions, you speak, you act, you attract, or you block. The rich know this. That's why they don't leave their inner state to chance. They deliberately program it. The rich don't repeat money affirmations daily because it's cute or motivational. They do it because they understand how the subconscious mind actually works. Your subconscious doesn't care about what you hope for someday. It responds to what is repeated, felt, and believed now. If every day you tell yourself, I never have enough, I'm always behind, money is hard, that becomes your energetic code, and your outer reality just follows the script of that code, like a mirror. But here's the shift. When you start to repeat new affirmations, aligned with abundance, with wealth, with deservingness, you are no longer just saying nice words. You are reprogramming your inner operating system. You're sending a new set of instructions to your subconscious. Money flows to me because I'm aligned. I am the kind of person who attracts opportunities. I expect abundance. I am safe with wealth. I am worthy of more. At first, it may feel strange, almost like a game, but that's exactly how reprogramming begins. Your subconscious mind lives only in the present. It doesn't understand one day, when I finally get there, or maybe in the future. If you keep saying, money is coming, my abundance is coming, it will keep your abundance eternally in the category of coming, never arriving. The rich flip this. They speak as if it is now. I am abundant. I am already expanding. I am already chosen for overflow. They step into the state internally before the external proof shows up. That's why their vibration changes first, and the money follows. Think about how many years you've spent repeating scarcity affirmations without realizing, I can't afford this. This is too expensive for me. People like me don't get rich. Every repetition created a groove in your mind, a deeper and deeper track of limitation. Affirmations of abundance from the opposite. With each repetition, you carve a new path in your brain, a new frequency in your energy field. At some point, that new path becomes more familiar than the old one. And when that happens, your choices, reactions, and results begin to change almost automatically. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to never doubt again. Even the rich who already live in abundance still adjust their mindset daily. That's why they repeat. That's why they don't skip. The repetition keeps them synced with the vibration of wealth, especially when circumstances want to pull their mind back to fear. The daily ritual of affirmations is like brushing your energetic teeth. You clear the mental dirt before it turns into a problem. So as you listen to this, imagine something. Imagine that every belief of scarcity that once ruled your life is beginning to lose strength. Imagine that, with each new affirmation, you are installing a new identity. The person who thinks differently, feels differently, and naturally attracts differently. Because from now on, we are going to delve deeper into this reprogramming process. We are going to explore why repeating these affirmations daily is not a detail. It's the key that begins to change your entire financial reality from within. And this is where I want you to do something powerful. Not later, not one day, but right now, while you are still feeling this change within you. Because listening is good, but declaring is what starts to reprogram your reality. Your mind believes what you repeat. Your energy responds to what you affirm. So I want you to take a simple but very intentional action. Go to the comments and write your affirmation as if it were already true. Don't just think it. Don't just like the idea in your head. Type it. Declare it. Anchor it. Right now, write something like, I chose abundance, or money responds to my alignment, or I am already becoming the person who attracts wealth effortlessly. Pick the one that resonates the most with your soul, or create your own in that same energy. But don't skip this. Your comment is not just a comment. It's your first conscious step of reprogramming. It's you telling your subconscious, this is who I am now. And while you're there, if this message is awakening something in you, hit the like button. That simple action tells the algorithm that this kind of content matters, but much more important, it tells your own mind, I value this frequency. I want more of this in my life. When you decide to surround yourself with messages of abundance, your inner field begins to change without you realizing it. If you felt even a small shift, if one sentence today made you see money, mindset, or your own power in a different way, subscribe to this channel. Don't leave your transformation to chance. Stay close to voices, videos, and affirmations that remind you daily of who you are becoming, because you don't reprogram a lifetime of scarcity with one single insight. You reprogram it with repetition, consistency, and staying in the right vibration over and over again. So now it's your turn. Comment below, I choose abundance, or your own affirmation in the present tense. Like this video if you're committed to reprogramming your mind for wealth. Subscribe so you don't miss the next steps of this journey, where we will delve even deeper into how to align your mind, your vibration, and your actions so that money stops being a struggle and starts being a natural consequence of your new inner state. As you begin to affirm who you are becoming, something powerful begins to move within your energy field. It's not just psychological, it's not just motivational, it's physiological, vibrational, neurological. Every word you pronounce in the present tense creates a micro-alteration in how your mind interprets the world around you. And when these micro-alterations are repeated with intention, they transform into macro results, into visible changes, into opportunities you couldn't even perceive before. Because the truth is, nothing changes in your life until you change how you see yourself. And that's why many people spend years trying techniques, methods, external strategies, but remain trapped in the same cycles. It's not the world that doesn't change. It's the internal identity that remains the same. And perhaps you've never stopped to think about it this way, but your identity is the root of everything you experience. You never surpass the level of what you believe yourself to be. No matter how much you study, how hard you work, how much you desire something, if your identity is still programmed for scarcity, you will behave in a scarce way. You will vibrate in a scarce way. You will attract situations that confirm that scarcity. Life always confirms what you believe about yourself. Always. Even when you don't realize it. Even when it seems unfair. Even when it seems difficult. Life doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are inside. And the wealthy understand this deeply. They know that money is energy, that prosperity is frequency, and that abundance is an internal state before it's a number in the bank. They don't repeat affirmations because it's cool. They repeat them because it aligns the mind, body, emotions, and spirit with the vibration of the desired outcome. They repeat them because they know that the mind needs consistency to abandon old patterns. They repeat them because they understand that if they don't direct their minds, the world will do it for them. And the world, by default, feeds fear, insecurity, doubt, haste, comparison, and anxiety. That's why the wealthy don't leave their mindset to chance. They train it every day. And perhaps you grew up hearing phrases that destroyed your confidence. Money isn't for you. You weren't born for this. Those who get rich are just lucky. Those who have a lot of money must have done something wrong. These phrases, even when said by people who love you, take deep root in the subconscious. And these roots, if not pulled out, begin to dominate your choices without you realizing it. That's why so many people are afraid to want more, afraid to grow, afraid to be seen, afraid to become who they truly are. Because deep down, there's an old belief saying it's not safe to prosper, but that's not true. It never was. You only learn to repeat these ideas because you heard them so many times. And that's exactly where the power of daily affirmation comes in. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates belief, and belief creates behavior, and behavior creates reality. It's a perfect cycle. When you start repeating new affirmations, Day after day, you are changing the content of your mind. You are renaming your energy pattern. You are reprogramming your internal system. And this doesn't just happen on the conscious level. It happens deep in your subconscious, in the part of the mind responsible for 95% of your automatic actions and reactions. And I want you to realize one thing: nothing, absolutely nothing, changes in your life if your frequency remains the same. Abundance doesn't enter a mind that vibrates fear. Wealth doesn't enter a body that vibrates tension. Expansion doesn't enter a heart that vibrates doubt. The vibration needs to be adjusted first. That's why repeating affirmations isn't a detail, it's a vibrational realignment tool. When you repeat, "I am abundant," you begin to act like someone abundant. When you repeat, "I am worthy of wealth," you begin to make different decisions, speak differently, position yourself differently. And that's exactly where the universe responds, not to the words themselves, but to the vibration behind them. And you may be feeling right now a mixture of hope and resistance. Part of you wants to believe. Another part says, "Really? That's normal." Every true change goes through this internal friction. The old identity tries to pull you back to the known, to the comfortable, to the old pattern, because the human brain by nature prefers what is familiar to what is expansive, even when the familiar hurts you, limits you, holds you back. That's why so many people repeat cycles, because the brain prefers to repeat what hurts but is known rather than experience what liberates but is new. But you didn't come here to repeat cycles. You came to break them. And when you start to affirm who you want to be, even before you feel ready, you are slowly reassembling the old identity and building a new one. And this new identity isn't stuck in the past. It's aligned with the future you want to live, an identity that vibrates with abundance, that feels confident, that attracts opportunities, that recognizes value in itself. This is the kind of identity that transforms entire realities. And that's why, from now on, as you continue listening to this message, I want you to observe yourself internally. Notice how some words resonate, how some phrases seem to awaken something within you, as if your energy is expanding. This is a sign that your vibration is changing, a sign that your mind is opening space for new beliefs, a sign that you are ready to abandon old blockages and enter a state of deep realignment with abundance. And this leads me to something essential. How you feel while listening to this matters as much as the words themselves, because feeling is the fuel of manifestation. The emotion you put behind the affirmations is what makes them magnetic. When you affirm with feeling, you trigger the vibrational state necessary to attract what you desire. When you feel that you are already abundant, you begin to behave like someone who already lives that. And that energy changes everything around you. Therefore, don't underestimate the power of what you are doing now. You are not just listening to a video. You are changing your frequency. You are adjusting your inner field. You are activating new possibilities. You are creating space for the improbable, for the extraordinary, for the inevitable. Because when you change inside, the world needs to change outside. And before we move on to the next part, where we will delve even deeper into the process of inner expansion, I want you to do something intentional, but only at the end. When you feel that this message has truly moved you, go to the comments and write, "I choose abundance." Or if you want something even stronger, "My mind is aligned with wealth." Or even, "I reprogram my frequency today." This action is not just engagement, it's a vibrational symbol. It's you telling your subconscious that this change is happening now. And allow yourself to feel proud of this step, because few people have the courage to reprogram their own minds. When you're ready, write your affirmation in the comments, leave a like to reinforce your inner intention, and subscribe to continue walking this path of vibrational expansion. Now let's go even deeper, because the next step is where the real transformation begins. And if you've made it this far, that already says a lot about who you're becoming. People who stay until the end of a video like this aren't ordinary. They have a hunger for expansion, awakened consciousness, and the courage to reprogram their own reality. So now I want you to do something very simple, but extremely powerful. Subscribe to the channel right now. Don't let this movement die when the video ends. Stay close to messages that raise your vibration, your mindset, and your energy every day. A mind that desires abundance needs to be constantly nourished. And if this message touched you in any way, leave a like, because that not only helps the channel, but internally reinforces the decision you made here today. The decision to align yourself with a new version of yourself. Now, for the comment, I want you to write something specific, because that will anchor your new energetic state. If you truly felt this transformation happening within you, comment, "I choose abundance now." This simple phrase, when written, seals the reprogramming that began within you during this video. It sends a direct signal to your subconscious and also to the universe about who you are choosing to be from this moment on. And before you leave, watch the next video that is appearing on your screen now. It will continue exactly the energy you activated here. It will further deepen your alignment and will help you maintain your high vibration. Don't stop here. Continue the expansion, continue the alignment, continue the reprogramming. Your new reality has already begun.